Welcome to Reunite with Self podcast. I'm your host, Ruken. Here, we will be discovering and unraveling what is truly holding you back. We will put the puzzle together and give you clarity on how and what you can do to create massive shifts in your life so you start creating the life you always envisioned for yourself. No more waiting. Whether it is liberating from dysfunctional family patterns or parenting tools and tips that actually make the difference, we will be diving into the truth and core of things that are simple and yet which no one talks about. I will be sharing with you all the things that would have changed my life massively if I heard any one of these episodes. A new world is awakening, and true bliss, harmony, and peace is possible on this earth. And my mission is to bring you closer to that one step at a time. In this safe space, I will hold your hand and give you courage and certainty that you can shift anything and everything in your life. It is time we break the pattern. Whether you want to be the parent you never had or make a shift in your life so you don't play small any longer, you will find the support and guidance in this space. My intention is for you to find your own answers within yourself while you listen to this podcast, so you feel the bliss of reuniting with your true essence, with self, with so much love and compassion and courage. From my heart to yours, let's keep it rocking. My gorgeous listener, welcome to another episode on Reunite with Self podcast. Hello, I'm coming to you a day later than usual. If I ever not upload an episode, please know that it's coming. It may be coming late. There might be things happening in my life that I have to attend to. But yes, I'm so happy to be here. I usually share things with you that I am reminded in my life as well. And so I wanted to do a short episode this week. If anyone tells you while you are in a conversation or they're telling you something, and if they say, I am only telling you this for your own good, that means I want to confirm to you that they're not saying it for your good. So you have this icky, weird, resisting, disempowering, even maybe disabling or maybe frustrating energy when you hear the sentence. It's not that they tell you this, but if they are telling you this, it's a sign that their intention is not telling you that for your own good. Beneath it is usually some kind of disempowering or narcissistic behavior. For sure. It's not empathetic or empathic, whatever the right word for someone who has empathy and compassion for you. It doesn't come from a place of compassion. It doesn't come from a place from empathy if they feel the need to tell you that. Because just to make it clear, if you want to talk about someone else's life in any shape or form, in any kind of way, like life choice, whatever, you have to understand that if it's coming from a place of pure love, compassion, softness, openness, like really, truly good vibes, good energies, the right intentions, like a soul-aligned, heart-opened intention, you would not make the other person feel disempowered by the things you tell them. And you actually don't even need to tell them anything. You can have a conversation with them, but if you are seeing something that's not good for them, 100% they are seeing it themselves. Or if something is not going right, maybe something's not going right yet. Oh my God, I have so much to tell you about this, but I want to keep this episode short. So whenever you have a yucky conversation with someone, please listen back to this episode. So where was I? If someone has the soul aligned, open heart, good intentions, if they're seeing something, they should know that you're already seeing it because it's your life. Like you sleep and wake up with it. Like you live that. You are in it, not them, no matter who they are in your life. So a conversation can look very different rather than someone judging you, criticizing you, telling you, this thing in your life. Like it usually comes from something like, I am worried about you. I want the best for you, blah, blah, blah. Okay? It comes from this so that you don't hijack yourself. Like it comes from that. It comes from a place that looks like they really care for you. They're really worried for you, blah, blah, blah. Like no matter what their intentions are, by the way, if like it's not empowering, it's not the truth. It comes from fear. It doesn't come from love. There is only two emotions in the world, like love and fear. Anything related to fear is all the challenging emotions. Anything related to like open-heartedness, peace, whatever, it's love. So it can look like this if you have true intentions for the person. You can ask them questions, but in a way that's like so compassionate, so you let them do the talking. Because if they are able to be vulnerable with you and they're safe in that space, so they're not attacked, they're not judged, they're not doubting themselves when they're talking to you. Like they can come with the challenging emotions, but they leave that conversation from a more from a more empowered state. Because like most of the time, what challenges you is something related to fear, something related to, am I safe? Something related to, can I do this? Something related to what's going to happen tomorrow. So if they truly have the good intentions for you, they would know what works in the human psyche, which is feeling empowered no matter what the F. Feeling like you can handle it, feeling you know what to do, feeling like they respect you, that you can handle your life, no matter what the story looks like right now. Because like in so many things in life, you are not going to succeed at the first time or the first times. You won't. And this is like normal. But just using this against someone is, I believe, like true. I don't know. I don't want to use that word, but it doesn't come from love. I know that for sure. It doesn't come from love. It's so easy to make someone feel disempowered, especially if it's someone close to you, especially if they have trust for you, like a friend, family member, partner, whatever. So if someone comes up to you, a parent, anyone, saying, I'm only telling you this for your own good, you can confirm to yourself, no, they're not saying this for your own good. Okay? Because it's not for your good what they're doing at that moment. The conversation can look 100 different ways and they don't even need to tell you anything. So you can be like fully vulnerable, telling them how you're feeling so they acknowledge that it's your life. You are going through it. The challenge is on you and all of the stuff. And all you need is to gather all your energy back, feel centered, regulate your nervous system, be in the parasympathetic nervous system, like where you are centered, peaceful, open-hearted, where you can think straight, like where you can make decisions based on not on fear, but like on truth. The only thing they can do is not give you advice or anything, because like if that's how people can live, they can they can self-actualize and be an inspiration to you. That's all they need to do. Their own self-actualization process fully. And just seeing them is enough for to give you so much fuel. It's so easy to talk about someone else's life, so much easier, even if they're your parents. And I can do a whole different episode on like why a parent focuses on a child, all of that stuff, like what they haven't actualized, they're trying to actualize through the kid, and that's not healthy. But that's for another time. But I just want to leave you with this, that if someone is telling you something and you already feel icky, they're already asking you a question that makes you feel disempowered, doubt yourself, feel confused or overwhelmed, you feel disempowered, disabled, not enough, unworthy, like just confusion. It's not supportive. Just know that what they're telling you at the end, I'm only telling you this for your own good, or how they make it sound like that, that's not it. That's like, if they have the open heart of love, like true love, not fear, they would see that they can actually respect you, that you can handle your life. And all they can do is be there for you when you need them. And if they're behaving that way, you don't even want to be vulnerable with them, because they're going to increase your challenging emotions. And you're going to feel even more blah, 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 which is going to make it even more difficult for you to change the situation. The only thing you need is to feel empowered, centered, regulate your nervous system, be in your heart, be centered, like think straight. What I mean is that you are not in on the spectrum of the emotions. You are not going to the challenging emotions, like to the other side. You are not triggered that way. You feel calm. You are not rushing. You are not in an urgency state. But you can act quick, whatever is necessary, or slow, like whatever the situation asks you to. You would know what to do. You would know what to do in the next 10 days, whatever it is, it's just not even that moment. The only thing a person can do for you, if they are like heart-centered, they can be there for you in a way that they hold space when you want to talk to them about it or something else, and you feel empowered leaving that conversation. That's it. That's what someone does for your own good. Okay? So I wanted to confirm this with you, because there's so much bullshit that's not for your good. It just escalates to a whole different thing just because of these stupid conversations. I love you so much, and I'll see you next week. Just to leave on a higher note, I want to say you can change and shift all your relationships in your life, and you can be vulnerable and explain all of this stuff to people that are close to you if it's worth it. And if it's not worth it, that they have like narcissistic tendency, blah, 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 you can create your healthy boundaries and be safe in them and be certain of it. And you can create that certainty even stronger because of the past stuff that happened to you in these kind of situations. So you are even more certain that, you know what you need, and you know what had been stopping you. I love you. I'll see you next week. My gorgeous listener, if you had any takeaways from this episode or from this podcast in general, I would love to know. Please share this episode with a few loved ones right now. You never know how they can benefit from something so small. And please take a screenshot of this episode and share on IG, tagging me at Khewella. That is Khewella. Khewella. That is my goddess wear brand, my Instagram page. I would love to know what your takeaway was, or something you found inspirational, or a confirmation you believe in as well. That would make my day. And you can always DM me if you have a topic or a certain question in mind that you want me to talk about. and give me a 5-star rating if you feel like it. That would help this podcast immensely to get the word out. I love you. See you on the next one. I want to see you shine your brightest.